Do teachers disadvantage their students by choosing the most popular texts, Macbeth, A Christmas Carol and An Inspector Calls? The short answer is yes, they do. A teacher's primary reason for choosing a text is that it is short. This means they can get through it more quickly, and their psyche is, well, then my students will learn it better and do better in the exams. With A Christmas Carol and An Inspector Calls, there are two huge costs of this. Number one, everyone else studies it, and therefore it's really difficult for a top grade student at grade 7, 8 and 9 to show any ideas which are different to any other student in the country. All the teachers tend to know the same sort of content. The second big problem of this is they are such flipping easy texts. Now that's great news getting through it, but it's very bad news from the point of view of training students what it means to be a student of literature. Students actually hate literature. It used to be the number one A-level choice. Now it's about number 12. Who wants to study literature anymore? We don't. You don't. I love it. But it's because in the classroom, it is boring as. Students dislike it because of the texts. Now, Macbeth is an exception. And that's because the other main Shakespeare text is Romeo and Juliet. Well, English teachers, by and large, don't really like Romeo and Juliet because it's not going to appeal to boys. And then there's the problem of getting married at 14. We live in a safeguarding culture, boys and girls, and the idea that people will be having sex, no, we are not talking about that in class. End of. And therefore, you get a very narrow range. Luckily, Macbeth is a magnificent play. I would choose Macbeth over Hamlet any day. But instead of An Inspector Calls, you could easily study Lord of the Flies, an absolutely rich text. Now, if you want an awesome Dickens, you could choose Great Expectations, an unbelievable novel. That's the one I'd pick. The problem with both my choices is that you would actually have to get students to read. But Lord of the Flies and Great Expectations are full of such rich ideas, brilliant uses of language, fantastic characters, brilliant imagery. You will be sucked in. And by the way, all the film and TV productions are way better than A Christmas Carol and An Inspector Calls. One of the main reasons to study literature is that it gives you a furniture of the mind. When you're 25 or 30 and all those experiences you've been looking forward to, you've had multiple times in your life, you aren't going to be chasing around seeking increasing novelty. Instead, you're going to think, why am I here? What is the purpose of the life I've been given? And the answer is in the alternative lives, the alternative universes that you will have wandered through if you've read the right books. Teachers could choose to give you a much better map to that universe. They don't, because they're scared you're going to fail, and that fear brings about the very failure they're trying to avoid. That is the definition of tragedy. The hero tries to avoid the fate that everything they do to avoid that fate leads them faster to it. That is your English teacher.